I think the best thing, actually the best thing is pretty personal, because when I go to Edinburgh, that was before I got the offer. 1 month prior to I got the offer, I was engaged. So, but we didn't have time for honeymoon, obviously, because I was quitting my first job in Taipei. So actually, starting in Edinburgh, actually, that whole year is actually kind of honeymoon for me, because I took my wife with my newlywed wife. So I think that's the best thing in Edinburgh, because we spent a year there. Me, going to the university, 4 days a week, and she just, enroll some courses for families, for spouse. So I think that's the best thing, that having your honeymoon to combine with your study abroad experience. That's the best thing. And Edinburgh is a great city. It's less busy compared to London, because I have some friends who study in London. So I think if you want to study in UK, I think the life in Edinburgh is very arty. For example, it's a city with histories and art, and we have Edinburgh Castle and a lot of stuff. And they have Fringe and Edinburgh Art Festival. So prior to my study days, we just go to the shows. From May, that's Edinburgh Fringe, and starting July, that's Edinburgh Art Festival for like consecutive 2 months, and that's best. Whether you go to the Western countries, like English-speaking ones, like America or UK, I think the number one benefit, when you're thinking about going there, is that you are going to meet people from around the world. I think that's very special. In Taiwan, as I mentioned, only like 3% are foreigner students. So I'm not saying that is a closure environment. I'm not saying that, but I think going to those those top-notch universities, you'll be able to meet the brilliant minds, from other countries, different cultures, different political standpoint, for example, and different family backgrounds, or linguistic backgrounds. So I think if you have a chance, I think that's the one thing you can have in mind. And the second benefit, I think, is, it's a changing world, and I think, and changing world means we, living in Asia, we also have a say in the global community. This isn't the 70s or 80s where everybody's just looking upon Americans, what they're doing, and the American ways, or the Hollywood. Nowadays we have Bollywood as well. So what I'm saying is, I think Asian students, you can go to those countries, those Western countries, and present yourself, share yourself, and share with those people, British people or American people. Say, hey, for example, we are from Taiwan, from Philippines, and we have our own culture. We have our own view towards like Netflix Narcos. Like we have our own own perspective. We see things differently. Maybe we all speak English, maybe we all watch Netflix, for example, but we have different, very different thinking behind our behavior, and it's like kind of a diversity that I think Asian students can inject the power, the diversity power into the global community. I think it's very important, and I encourage everyone to do so, to present your Asian culture. And if you have more questions, please visit the Friend Abroad.